That's a great question, Randall. The teleport operators in the LEO business are looking for largely the same things in terms of reliability, total cost of ownership, and also new technologies. Solid state amplifiers are now becoming the standard instead of TWTs for gateways, and since the LEO and the MEO networks are newer, they tend to choose to use the more modern technologies than the legacy TWT, traveling wave tube kind of technologies. For example, we've recently announced an order from SES in Luxembourg for production quantities of our 400 watt solid state amplifier to use in gateways for the Empower network to replace 500 watt TWTs. So the same kind of things that we see in the ground terminal market, where Mission Microwave has been very successful, we're seeing now in the larger gateway and broadcast market, where we need high power, high reliability. Things were not achievable in solid state until our products became available, honestly. The industry didn't think that it was possible to do solid state amplifiers in Ka band, particularly at the level that we're now routinely delivering. Well, obviously, more is more when it comes to bandwidth. So we see teleport operators actually migrating more on the back end. The products we sell in the RF business are very low on the stack, if you will, down the physical layer. Where the diversification seems to be happening in the teleport market is way up the stack, right? You hear teleport operators routinely talking about cloud access, right? I mean, they always had that. It's internet access, writ large is cloud access. But they're pushing that now because that's where interoperability tends to happen for them. It tends to be, again, well up the stack at the application layer, at the cloud layer, at the hosting layer. Well, in the military market, of course, there's always been a preference to move from traveling wave tube amplifiers to solid state amplifiers, and we've been doing that. We've got hundreds of units out there that are replacing things on large transportable terminals, arguably gateways for the tactical environment, at the 200 watt level. We've been doing that routinely, hundreds of those units in the field, at the 200 watt level. The rest of the industry seems to have been stuck for years at the 160 watt level. And customers are all Ka band, you always need more. And we've seen a lot of attention because of that. And the work that SES did actually for the industry overcame a lot of skepticism about solid state amplifiers replacing TWTs. We did it in a form, fit, and function drop-in to replace one of the industry-leading TWT amplifiers. So they could actually mix and match them across their networks. They didn't have to take a risk on the solid-state technology, but it was a great path to introduce the solid-state technology. Cloud access, again, these higher order applications, if you will, they're all just demand drivers for data. And that's a positive thing at Mission Microwave's end of the business because it means higher power amplifiers, greater linearity, and more of them. So again, that's just a demand driver. Our customers rely on us to focus on what we do very well down at the lower end of the stack in the RF business, because that's a very particular skill set involved in being able to make reliable product, and reliability these days has a very important aspect in your ability to deliver it on time. And that tends to be a key differentiator for us and has helped us even in the broadcast market to gain some market share in the last 6 months. Well, here at NAB 2022, which is great to be back at, we're here in the Satellite Technologies booth, and we've got some of our products on display right actually where the entire trade show walks through at the entrance here. Our KU band Stinger and KU band Cube, showing on the products here, are getting a lot of attention. These are very great products for tactical terminals. These are routinely used in both tactical terminals and flyaway terminals that the broadcast industry uses more and more of. the trend is to get away from trucks, if you will, satellite news gathering trucks, and have flyaway terminals. Lower cost, greater flexibility, not hooked to a vehicle, which is often regulated as well. So that tends to be a growth market for our commercial partners like satellite, as well as our military partners. One other thing I wanted to put in there, Mission Microwaves recently hit a milestone. We announced earlier this year, at the end of the first quarter, we shipped our 10,000th amplifier. That's 10,000 may not seem like a lot in the electronics business. In the RF manufacturing business for satellite communications, that's a lot. And we did it in a remarkably brief time. The company was founded in 2014, really didn't get a lot of traction until 2017. So that growth has been very remarkable.